Hello everybody, Clag Green Hero here, making a quick video, just popping in, giving my 2 cents on this. Wasn't expecting to put this video up today. I just got done playing some Super Smash Bros. With a few of my friends, and then just went and checked my phone, and I see Sun's fan covering new patch notes. So, yeah, I'm gonna look through this real quick. Basically, um, as far as I'm concerned, the biggest change with this whole ordeal is that they've started to balance cards. They give a long spiel explaining why they're doing this. Uh, though I'm not a fan of the idea, I support their decision to do this, and they go really in depth as to why they're. To put it simply, they say they didn't want to change cards because they wanted to be more similar to paper TCGs like Magic or Pokemon. They didn't want to be like with the digital format where they just balance stuff as time goes on, and I really liked that and I respected that direction they wanted to go. But I guess the majority of the player base didn't feel the same way, which if you haven't been paying attention, it shows in the numbers. So, you got to please the crowd, and they'll still make the game work. I mean, my biggest concern was the market, but they even addressed that further down. Basically, all these cards that are on this list here, if you've recently purchased a copy, it says within the past 2 weeks, I think they said, Valve will refund you um, the peak value within the 24 hours before they release these patches. So basically, if they don't want you to feel screwed, and I really respect their decision here. It was not easy for them to make, I'm sure. So we're gonna go through these balance changes, uh, and I'll try to leave the market bit out of it as best as I can. I'm just gonna go straight down the list whether or not I agree with the balance changes or not. So first up, Axe. Base stats reduced from 7 to 11 to 6 to 10. Okay, pretty straightforward. Um, I Axe is really good. I've gone in depth before about why he's not as good as people think he is. So I think this nerf will really hurt him. I think it's going to get to the point where his stat line is debatably worse than Keef, but his signature card's really good. So I mean, obviously you can still play Axe. Bloodseeker. Haven't seen anybody play this card or play this guy at all. So I'm glad he got buffed. He's changed from a 7/6 to a 7/7, and then his Blood Rage has been changed from 5 to 4. Blood Rage, in case you didn't know, I don't remember. I don't even know exactly what it does because, like I said, nobody plays him. I know it silences a unit and gives it like +4 attack, something like that. It's a very double-edged sword kind of card. Um, I don't think it was worth 5 mana, so I'm glad they nerfed that down to 4, or buffed it rather, buffed it to 4. Cheating Death is now a completely different card. Mana cost changed from 5 to 4. Don't shit your pants yet. Old text. If there's an allied green hero in this lane, allies have a 50% chance of surviving with 1 health when they would die. The new text, active once per turn, give a unit death shield this round, may only be used if there's a green hero in the lane. So it's gone from being a super wide RNG kind of card to a constant keep one important unit alive kind of card. And, you still have to have the green hero in the lane. I think that's a good way to change it. It's obviously going to be much less powerful now, but, what can you do? Drow Ranger. Gust. Old text, silence enemy heroes this round. New text, silence a single enemy hero and its allied neighbors this round. Don't really need to say why that's important, other than the fact that old Gust, you pretty much just insta-winned if you played it at the right time. Now there's at least a little bit more strategy to it. I support that change as well. Jasper Daggers. Nobody really plays this a whole lot. I thought it was a decent item at least. Gold cost changed from 7 to 5. Old text, equip hero has +2 attack and pierce. They just added equip effect, purge your opponent's effects from equipped hero. So that's kind of a unique trait for it. I'm glad they added that. That adds some versatility to the items. And then Lion, let's see. Finger of Death, old text, deal 8 piercing damage to a unit. New text, deal 8 piercing damage to a unit with Quicken. That's a new keyword, I suppose. Quicken means reduce cooldown by 1, but not below 1. Okay, so without seeing it in game, what I take that to mean is that The ability, so this is active. It goes from 4 turns, 3, 2, 1. What I take this to mean is that um, at any point you can basically speed it up a turn, right? Yes, yeah. So okay, I see what they're saying. So you use it once on turn. What would that be? Your 4th turn, basically. You play it. Now instead of it resetting to a cooldown of 4, now it's resetting to a cooldown of 3, so you can use it faster. And then once you use it again, it'll reset to a cooldown of 2. So they're making it so that these higher impact abilities like Finger of Death that have really long cooldowns, they're trying to make them not useless by only being able to play them once in a game. They want you to be able to get it off a few more times as the game continues to go on. OD base stats change from 4.6 to 4.7. Still nobody's going to play them. Timbersaw, reactive armor. Old text, Timbersaw has +1 armor for every attacker. And each of Timbersaw's attackers have -1 armor, so that's pretty interesting. That's really only going to apply to the person directly across from Timbersaw, unless Timbersaw also has neighbors. But that's pretty interesting. So Timbersaw got a pretty good buff. I think Timbersaw is pretty underrated. Alright, so there's all the balance changes, pretty much. Yeah, so Quicken's now a thing. I like that. That's add some variety to the cards. I'm gonna have to give Lion a try out now. Probably in one of my new decks that I'm working on. And then just some bug fixes. Alright, and so then if we go back up to the top, they also have skill rating and account leveling. I haven't looked at this at all yet. So here I am, I'm level 1, Glad Green Hero. Let's see. Okay, so you actually have a level progression now, and you get packs and event tickets and stuff. Hey now, this is pretty sweet. Okay, so win 3 games in a week to earn 1,000 XP. The timer starts after your first win. Artifact levels, earn XP. Okay, so, and then you get specific cards as time goes on. This is pretty neat. So, pretty much all of this is, oh, these are icons, not heroes you're getting. Still, that's pretty neat. So what I understand from this whole update is that Valve thought that Artifact would be one type of game where it's just like a paper TCG, and the community was expecting a completely different type of game. So now we're reaching a compromise. I think that Artifact is still an excellent game. I was really happy with where it was before. It's just, I guess, what I was hoping for versus what the rest of the community was hoping for were two different things. But I love this game enough as it is, and I love Dota enough lore-wise that it really doesn't matter. These are just minor details as far as I'm concerned. The progression system and like how you get packs and the market and everything, all that kind of stuff, that's second nature. The core gameplay is what really matters. So I guess what you really should take this to mean is that Valve is listening, and they're gonna update the game as the fan base wants. And if you haven't already played yet, this is the time to get into it, because there's going to be a new expansion soon, I'm sure, and it's about to really, they're about to kick things off for real. I'll probably do some videos on the new competitive ladder, along with my usual like deck lists and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I've been the Clad Green Hero, and I'll see everyone in the next video.